Have you been watching the Olympics? Well, this is always interesting to me as well. What is your strategy for watching the Olympics? We had a blast with Scott Hansen a couple weeks ago when he joined us on the podcast to talk about being on the Olympic gold zone. And I've been watching it. And I've been watching Scott. He's been tremendous. And man, as good as he is on the red zone, it's like it translated right over to the gold zone. So I've been sitting back watching a lot of that. And, well, Saturday I had some time. I was able to do that especially. But you just go event after event after event. But at the same time, I've got YouTube TV, and so I'm DVRing all of these sports that are airing kind of on NBC USA and all their different channels. So I've been trying to catch up with some of that. But I will say it gets a little overwhelming. There are so many events going on at once. And here's what gets me. It's the semifinals and the trials and then the real thing. And I'm so bummed because a couple times it's like, all right, I'm ready to watch. Here we go. Oh, this is the semifinals. Come on. So it's such a tease. And so that happened to me the other day in the 100-meter race that Noah Lyles ended up winning. I watched him in the semis when he lost for finished second. Then I go outside to work on the yard. And then I come to find out, he actually won the gold. So I had to watch that later. I didn't get to watch that one live. So it's been an adventure so we're sports fans here, right? So it's all about watching sports. So we're trying to figure out what do we watch. It has been a lot to navigate, but I've been making it through. And here are the sports that I've enjoyed watching. I think handball is a great game. And I really believe that this could be a sport that kids play. So Upward, you got to add handball to the mix. It's such a great combination of, soccer and basketball. And it has a good flow to it. And I've heard this over the years too. We should have like NBA players or some of our best athletes. Even, I don't know why I always think of Odell Beckham Jr. as this great athlete. He hasn't been a great athlete in years, but he comes to mind. Like those kinds of guys, they would be awesome at handball. So now our guys are fine, but I think there might even be some better athletes out there that just don't think about handball. So handball's been fun. I like surfing. Surfing's unbelievable. I love the ocean. I body surf, right? It's a fun thing. I'm not a boogie board guy. Too much monkeying around. It's flying in the air. I'm pure just body surfing. But real surfing, when these guys jump on that surfboard with these huge waves, it is remarkable. So they've had some weather issues, but that's been another one that's hard to watch. And then also my favorite sport, and this is the most challenging sport that I have ever participated in. It is water polo. As a former swimmer, there was this natural draw to water polo, but it is swimming on a whole nother level. The action that takes place underwater, the fighting, the pushing, the shoving, the punching. I mean, some of it's legal, some of it's not legal. Some of it you get away with it, some of it you don't. And I did it one semester, intramurals, when I was at App State, and it was so much fun, but it was exhausting. But I enjoy watching it. It's a fun sport to watch. These guys are incredible athletes, women, amazing athletes. So that's been a fun one. I tuned in just for a little bit to sailing. Those guys were flying. That was fun. I've never done sailing in my life, but I would like to do that in some form or fashion. But the actual race was pretty good. All right. Here are the sports that I just can't wrap my mind around. I just can't believe that this is an Olympic sport. And you appreciate what these people have done, right? They've become the very best in the world at what they do, and they're so focused. But I can't help but think of, man, how many hours do they do this a day? The practice required. How can that be fun? Seriously, how can you do this? Archery is one of them. Oh, I mean, you're just sitting there going, pew, pew. I can't get myself around that. And then I've played some badminton at a family gathering. I think we had a badminton set at one point, but that's a silly game. What are we doing here? I just go play pickleball or tennis. We can't be doing badminton. So I can't get, I mean, that thing's flying. And not that they're not great at it. I don't want to watch it. I can't even imagine playing it at this point. And then this is the worst sport, fencing. I don't get it. I don't understand why this has been elevated as this like elitist sport. And, when they tell you watch movies and it's about, really wealthy people, they're fencers. What is it about? And Bryce, you're not sophisticated enough. No, I guess I'm not, because I don't get it. You got a little mask on, and I got to tell Scott, the gold zone, enough of the fencing. I mean, how many times are we going to go to we're going to go to fencing right now? It's a gold medal event. I don't know how many gold medal events, but I didn't want any of them. Enough of the fencing. So there you go.